Trump's schedule 12:30 p.m. President Donald Trump will have lunch with Vice President Mike Pence at Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. Story continued below. Trump's Twitter this morning. Can you believe that Mitch McConnell, who has screamed repeal replace for 7 years, couldn't get it done? Must repeal replace Obamacare. North Korea. Latest from AP's Eric Talmadge. North Korea has announced a detailed plan to launch a salvo of ballistic missiles toward the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam, a major military hub and home to U.S. bombers. If carried out, it would be the North's most provocative missile launch to date. The announcement Thursday warned that the North is finalizing a plan to fire 4 of its Hwasong-12 missiles over Japan and into waters around the tiny island, which hosts 7,000 U.S. military personnel on 2 main bases and has a population of 160,000. Japan and South Korea vowed a strong reaction if the North were to go through with the plan. It said the plan, which involves the missiles hitting waters 30 to 40 kilometers 19 to 25 miles from the island, could be sent to leader Kim Jong-un for approval within a week or so. It would be up to Kim whether the move is actually carried out. It is unclear whether, or exactly why, North Korea would risk firing missiles so close to U.S. territory. Such a launch would almost compel the United States to attempt and intercept and possibly generate further escalation. North Korea, no stranger to bluffing, frequently uses extremely bellicose rhetoric with warnings of military action to keep its adversaries on their heels. It generally couches its threats with language stating it will not attack the United States unless it has been attacked first or has determined an attack is imminent. But the statement raised worries amid threats from both sides. MANAFORTS woes from politicos Josh Dawsey and Darren Samuelson. Federal investigators sought cooperation from Paul Manafort's son-in-law in an effort to increase pressure on President Donald Trump's former campaign chairman, according to 3 people familiar with the probe. Investigators approached Jeffrey Yohai, who has partnered in business deals with Manafort, earlier this summer, setting off real waves in Manafort's orbit, one of these people said. Another of these people said investigators are trying to get into Manafort's head. Manafort, who is a focus of the broad federal and congressional investigations into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential campaign, is also under investigation for his business and real estate transactions, including some that involve Yohai. That probe has accelerated in recent weeks, according to one of the people familiar with it. FBI agents conducted an early morning raid last month on Manafort's home in Alexandria, Virginia, rousing him from sleep and seizing reams of material. Trump and Europe. From BuzzFeed's Alberto Nardelli. Even before the latest escalation of nuclear threats between Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un's North Korea, senior diplomats and officials from the U.S. as European allies have been warning that the U.S. president's approach to world affairs is extremely dangerous, pointing to his apparent ignorance of other countries' history, his unfiltered use of social media, and the lack of a strong, experienced team around him. In interviews with BuzzFeed News, 6 top European government officials who've had first-hand dealings on the international stage with Trump and his administration described a president regarded even by allies as erratic and limited, and whose perceived shortcomings are compounded by the ongoing chaos beneath him in the White House. The officials, all speaking on condition of anonymity, voiced similar and consistent concerns, in particular over his unprecedented use of Twitter, which they said demonstrated the lack of normal government controls at the top of the administration.